Rob, thanks very much for joining us. This is a preview for Yeovil in the fourth qualifying round of the FA Cup. Just 5 days out, what do you expect from Yeovil and what have you talked to the boys about already?
I expect them to be a full-time, fitter, bigger, better, more refined version of what we do to a degree from everything we've learnt. Obviously they're a good side, you know, there's no doubt about it, with their pedigree, with everything they do. And I told them to expect that, but it's the FA Cup. Strange things can happen. You only have to look in the last month with the two teams that came down here and how they played against us. It can do strange things to people, you know, and it's important that we start properly. I think, you know, we really need to start properly. Football's a game of mistakes, and you know, you're going to be measured in those on Saturday. And it can also make heroes, and it can make a bit of history. So you need to be one of those. You need to come out on the good side of that. Much as we want to go down there and enjoy the day, we're not going to go down there and walk around and go, we're starstruck. We've got a job to do. You know, we've got a job to do, and we want to do it, go as far as we can. So these boys have got that in their memory banks as well. So that's where we are with it. You're going to have a little bit of luck in the gods. You take as much as you can out of that, but there's certainly going to be a little bit of luck involved as well. Yeah.
Would you say this is more of a slip up for us or a slip up for Yeovil in terms of how close we are together in the leagues?
It's obviously a step up for us, I think. But I think if you look at that division now, it's a full-time division. It's Division 5, you know, for all extents and purposes, in terms of the professionalism, the amount of money that's in the league, the teams in the league. There's some big sides in the league, Yeovil included in that, you know. So let's not forget, sort of less than 10 years ago, they were in the champ. So in that respect, even though it's one division, the gulf is cataclysmic, I would say. So I think I've got that pronunciation.
Yeah, you do.
I did.
Yeah,
yeah,
good.
it's good. So it's quite big. So we're under no illusions how tough the task is, but you get out there and it's 11v11. If we can match their energy and their tempo and their physicality, then we'll be in the game. And that's all I ask them to do, as long as they give me everything, which they always do every week. It's one thing that this team always does, and this club has always given. Their lads give you everything, and I can't ask for much more than that. So we'll enjoy the day. I gather that we're travelling really well. You know, you check the online stuff, so we'll have a great support there, and hopefully that'll get us over the line.
Fans are always interested as well to know what it's like before such a big game like this. What does your week look like running up to a game like the FA Cup?
Okay, so the last 2 days have literally been stats, coverage, footage, speaking to managers who have played them in the last few weeks. Much as you can look at, you can watch everything. You can watch how they play and how they set them, how they take that set piece. I always feel that I need to speak to a manager who's just played them in the last couple of weeks. How do they do that? What do they do? And I think you can only get that from when a manager's played, when a manager's a manager chat. So I like to get that bit. So I've spoken to a few managers in the last 48 hours. Obviously we'll train tonight and we'll go through a bit of shape and a bit of understanding. Tomorrow will be a little bit quieter. We've got to try and get somebody through the door tomorrow. And then Thursday and Friday, I like to have a little bit of clarity and I know what team I'm playing without injuries, and 1 or 2 decisions to make, and that's what it's going to be. And then we're ready to go, you know. I'll probably tell the more experienced players whether they're playing or not on Friday, so I think that's only fair to them. And then it's literally, we'll discuss it as a management team, and then I'll make the final decision, and then we'll look forward to Saturday.
Good stuff. All right, Rob, thank you very much.